Gemini, welcome to your November love reading. Later during the month, we're going to do your alignment reading, but this is going to be your love reading. A lot of people like the alignment reading. I have already pulled your cards. I pulled the Star card, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. What it looks like is that you're hoping and wishing for a love that's been a burden to you for a while. With the Ten of Wands, you're at the end of this cycle, hopefully. We'll see. And we'll see where all of this is going here. So I hope your month has been going well. We have had Mercury in retrograde. We had Mars in retrograde. Mars is going to be in retrograde until November the 13th, but I always say take it another week out for the shadow phase to be over with. Also, that has had a lot of impact on women's cycles and people's blood pressure and things like that because Mars rules the blood and everybody's been feeling it. I did a post on it. Everybody's feeling it in regards to even arteries and things like that. I see the Star card again because of the position that Mars has with Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter represents arteries and veins. Okay. And with Mars in retrograde, it's really been doing things to people. Um, I keep seeing the Star card come out. There's something that you are manifesting, but it's also something that you're healing through. So you're healing through what it is that you're manifesting. You're manifesting love. You know how I gotta write stuff down. So you're manifesting this love, right? But you're healing through it. And it's been a burden for you, but the love has been more about the healing more than it's been about the person that you love. Okay? So I want you to take your mind off the person. You're manifesting this is healing something in you. You have had a lot of disappointments in love, Gemini. You know I'm Gemini too, so it's not like I don't know. We've been very disappointed in love. Being very disappointed in love doesn't necessarily mean really that you've been majorly mistreated. It really means that you have not been in alignment with your twin. Gemini seeks their twin. Of all the other signs, Gemini seeks their twin in love. We love making connections. Gemini rules connections. And when we are in a relationship and those connections don't hit us on a deep level, we can come off very superficial. We try to turn off our charm. We try to deflect. We do everything we can to try and dissolve the relationship in a very nice way. Uh, and even though Gemini doesn't necessarily deal with a lot of rejection like some other signs do, we're always in relationships with people that we can't have, meaning that those people want us so badly, but they can't deliver for one reason or another. It's like it's a veil over love for Gemini in particular. If there are other signs that struggle with this, um, I'd like to hear it. I think Pisces does to a degree, but no other sign that I've read for struggles with these intense, passionate connections that don't go anywhere like Gemini. right? Even if we manage to bag the one, it's like it's a veil that we have to penetrate in order to get through there, right? So, what I've learned in my 50 years of being a Gemini is that this veil is actually us. We are in relationships to penetrate the deepest part of ourselves. So, when we get in a relationship, it's very important to learn the lesson ahead of time that you need to move from your head into your heart. Don't just feel passionately, but literally hand yourself over without fear, you know, knowing that you're not doing this for the person, you're doing it for you. You're doing it for you. I think what happens with Gemini is we hand ourselves over because it's so rare that we find someone that we click with, that we when we hand ourselves over to someone and they don't reciprocate the way that we think that they should, we get disappointed pretty quickly and we're like, next, get out of here, get out of here, you know. And people never really want to leave, so we have these stragglers, that these admirers that are like contributing nothing in our lives. We're like, why are they here, you know? um, and it can be very frustrating. So you've been wishing and hoping that you find someone that you don't have to do this with, right? So what we have is the devil and the fool together. What this says to me is that what you've been hoping and wishing for, you've been both bound by it, yet you feel like if you get it, it'll set you free, right? It's a feeling. You're bound to this desire so much that you see freedom is like right there, but you just can't seem to manifest it in its fullest potential, in its fullest manifestation, basically. So let's see if we can break this energy up. Yeah, you feel like that this is the key to your satisfaction. And this is something that's going to make you feel like that you have arrived, that you have really paid your dues and you're now in charge of your life. It's almost like every aspect of your life is in place except the love. And you feel like that you would literally be on your throne, the emperor, and satisfied. You're like, I would really, if I could just have this, I would be where I want to be. I would finally feel in charge of my destiny. Okay, so these two cards came out in reverse. I read reversals, especially my alignment readings, but because I'm really moving through these readings a little quicker, I just don't read reversals. But with these two in reverse, there's been some hell or high water sneaking around, defensive energy based on disappointment. You have the Seven of Swords. Like, it's been like Seven of Swords is all about, by any means necessary, I'm going to get what I want because I've been very disappointed. Well, you're coming out of that energy. And what that tells me is that you're coming into the acceptance of where you are. You're coming out of force into your power. Okay. You're realizing that um, pushing against the universe's will to have this dream relationship that you have in your mind is fruitful. You're surrendering. You're accepting your disappointments. And as you accept your disappointments in love, you're actually getting over these disappointments and healing these disappointments. You're making a decision to come out of feeling helpless. You're looking at yourself. You're like, what are you doing? You have been bound, gagged, tied for a long time, and you're making a decision to come out of this. As you do, you have the Lover's card and the Justice card, which means that you will finally get what you want as you move out of force and step into your power. And I'm not trying to sell my course, because everybody knows that I have Shifting from Force to Power course, and it's phenomenal. I'm working to putting the finishing touches on it. It's teaching women in particular in midlife how to make major moves in their love life, in their financial life, just in their life, period, by harnessing their emotions and shifting from force to power and no longer being a slave to your desires, right? You finally shift out of this feeling hopeless and helpless into feeling in alignment more so with yourself and actually getting what you want. Very well could be Libra. You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords, which means that you have actually mastered being on your own. You've mastered self-love. You're coming into that. And what you're doing now is you're tapping into your power in regards to you're tapping into your power in regards to your intuition and your passions. You're no longer becoming a slave to your passion. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, she has her passion in her hand and she's willing it to do what she wants to do. The cat represents intuition, getting in touch with your intuition. Also, she has a sunflower here that looks like it comes from a garden that's behind her. So it could also represent that she's finally able to enjoy the fruits of her labor. Okay? So as you've been independent, Gemini, and as you have come full circle, you are now looking at coming into your own and being okay with who you are, where you are, coming out of this burdensome desire for this love, because it's worn you out. I've seen it in reading after reading after reading, and it's heavy on me when I read it. So I know it's heavy for you. So what I want you to know today is that you're not chasing this relationship for the relationship. You're chasing the relationship for a higher relationship with Source. It's just all it is to it. Okay, so also there's something that's requiring you to have patience. Once you make it through that cycle, you will definitely come into your happiness and you will put some things to rest. Something has to come to an end that someone is being very defensive about. There's someone that you've known that is now making this decision that you've been wanting them to make. I feel this energy shifting into your person. This is someone who wants to do the right thing in regards to you. They want to be honest with you. Yep, this cycle is at its end. Look at that. That Six of Swords is actually clarifying your Ten of Wands here. So moving away from this cycle, going to shifting paradigms. So you're moving away, your person is moving away. You guys are switching paradigms, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. And we're going to go more into what your partner is thinking, saying, and doing, and all of that stuff. Okay? Okay, so you're going to gain your strength, or you're gaining your strength as you're coming out of denial, which is a theme here I see with you. Your person is contemplating about bringing this love in. Yeah. It's not coming until after there is a ending. Something has to end, and this has been a theme with you all. And what I have been healing Gemini around is that what you want or something better, so that you don't get stuck waiting for this person, because you're manifesting this 10 of Pentacles. You've been doing that for a while. And as you're sitting on your throne, someone is walking away and they are coming into this passion and twin flame energy. They're rushing in. You're going to have the victory in love here with the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups, which closes that out. You're definitely going to have the victory in love. The burden is leaving. That's the first thing. As the burden leaves, you get the victory in love. Like you're shifting from being very burdened down by this, and it's moving forward. Whomever you're involved with is not happy where they are, but they want to be fair in the situation. But in them being fair, it feels like they're actually not, to the other person, it feels like they're not being fair to you. So they're in hangman mode, trying to find balance, because they already know that there's going to have to be a loss here with the Five of Coins. That's what they're coming to grips with, so that they can get this Ten of Cups and move to the next level. They're doing a lot of preparing. They feel like very torn. And now we close out here, where what it is that you want with the Three of Pentacles is requiring some cooperation. It's requiring cooperation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the extended reading. As we go to the extended reading, it's free. I'm doing the extended readings probably free through December. Because as you all know, I tried to do it through Patreon and they wouldn't drop my videos on time. So head on over to the group. When you go over to the group, I'll have the extended reading. We're definitely going to go over how they feel about you, what's blocking, and in the end, what they really, really want, right? And what they want to tell you, but they may be afraid to tell you that, you know. So we'll see what all of this unfolds into, and I'll go from there. All right, Gemini, I'll see you in the extended. Bye.